Welcome to the ribbon cutting of the Regional Operations Communications Facility. It's a proud day for us as a head of facilities here. My name is Carl Carrar, and our team did a great job. We can't wait to show it off, and we absolutely can't wait to get everybody in there running and doing all the things that they need to be doing. So I'm going to kick it off, and I'm going to pass it on to Chair Sandy Hart. And
great.
Please.
Thanks. Good afternoon. Woo, that is a loud microphone. It is so great to be here with all of you today and seeing a lot of familiar faces, people who've been through this from the very beginning. My name is Sandy Hart. I'm the chair of the Lake County Board, and I am so proud to be here with many of my colleagues to celebrate a true milestone for Lake County, one that enhances our emergency response capabilities and reflects our strategic plan goals. This beautiful building behind me, the Regional Operations and Communications Facility, or as we call it, the ROC, was built with a clear purpose to improve emergency response and coordination when it matters most, and to do it in a way that's efficient, sustainable, and cost-effective for the future. Successful emergency management operation involves a coordination of many departments, organizations, and disciplines working together in times of need. And that's why the ROC will house LakeCom, a single unified 911 emergency communication center, as well as Lake County's emergency management agency, bringing together highly trained experts and state-of-the-art technology to share resources, information, and emergency communications all under one roof. Yeah, oh, thanks, Pete. We have unfortunately all heard terrible stories or have had times when we ourselves have had to call 911, explain the emergency we're in, only to be transferred to a different operator in a different jurisdiction, and then having to repeat everything while seconds are ticking by. In an already stressful situation, this is at the very least frustrating, but at the most, it's life-threatening. Eliminating call transfers so our first responders can get to an emergency faster is the most important reason why we set out more than a decade ago to pursue 911 consolidation here in Lake County. It took years of hard work, creative problem solving, partnerships, and trust among our county, villages, fire districts, and police and fire departments. In Lake County, we share services to reduce costs, bureaucracy, and improve service delivery for our residents. The ROC is a phenomenal example of this. We have 30 law enforcement, fire, and EMS agencies who partnered together to create LakeCom. We're improving service, increasing efficiency, and opening the door to long-term cost savings for our communities. I want to take a moment to recognize my colleague, Linda Peterson, who served for years as the County Board's representative on the 911 consolidation effort and who was very instrumental in getting us to this moment. Her passion and perseverance kept us focused on why this effort was so vital. Linda, would you please stand so we can thank you? Thank you, Linda. The ROC also delivers on our strategic plan's priority for adaptive infrastructure. It's built to meet the evolving demands of local governments and support regional solutions in times of emergency. During these events, LakeCom and emergency management teams can safely stay on site, keeping communication flowing and supporting first responders. And as our EMA manager, Dan Eder, calls it on those blue sky days, they can use this space for important planning and training. It's also a hardened facility, meaning that it's designed to withstand severe weather events, including tornadoes and long-term power outages. The ROC is Lake County government's first net zero facility, meaning it produces as much energy as it uses. More than 1,900 solar panels, a geothermal system of 56 wells reaching 400 feet below ground, and bird-friendly glass are just a few of the environmentally conscious features built into the ROC. These innovations are not only good for the planet, but also for the budget. The geothermal system replaces natural gas that would have been used in a traditional heating and cooling system, preventing tons of carbon dioxide emissions every year. The solar panels offset our electrical use, and our native plantings beautify the space while supporting the ecosystem and reducing ongoing maintenance costs. This forward-looking approach reflects our strategic plan's commitment to public safety, fiscal responsibility, and environmental stewardship. I want to thank everyone who worked on this project, including our outstanding communications team, who have been making sure everyone has been informed on the progress of the building and who have spent countless hours putting together our groundbreaking in 2023 and our ribbon cutting today. I also want to thank Congressman Brad Schneider, who quickly understood how critical it was to have one space, one state-of-the-art facility here in Lake County to provide emergency response services for our residents, and he obtained federal funding to make it happen. And he is on his way today, so while we wait for him to come, I would like to welcome up my colleague, Kevin Hunter.
Thank you, Sandy. Welcome, everybody. Didn't think we'd get here, huh? As District 5 Lake County Board Rep and Joint Emergency Telephone Systems Board Chair, I want to start by thanking the countless agencies and organizations who worked together for years, in many cases over the decade, to make this day possible. The idea to consolidate Lake County's Emergency Telephone Service Board into a joint emergency telephone service board with over a dozen Lake County 911 service partners was first explored in 2013. In 2017, a 911 consolidation report confirmed what many of us had already suspected. Joining many agencies in our county would reduce call transfers, increase staffing coverage, and lead to overall operational savings. By 2018, 21 agencies across Lake County agreed to participate in the 911 consolidation. The work to create a building that would house the proposed consolidated group under one roof began in 2021. That building became what we are celebrating today, the ROC. In 2022, the final phase and effort began with the formal creation of the new Joint Emergency Telephone Service Board and LakeCom and the Consolidated 911 Emergency Communication Center. The official agreement was finalized in 2024. Today, LakeCom currently has 26 members, 30 agencies from across the county who are uniting under one roof to provide a faster, more coordinated, and efficient response to emergencies through 911 dispatch for law enforcement, fire, and EMS. On average, there's 85,000 emergency calls every year in Lake County, with 7,000 of those needing aid from surrounding agencies. Every time a call is transferred, valuable response time is lost, which results in delays for first responders arriving to an emergency. As a firefighter and EMT for 24 years, with the Fox Lake Fire Protection District, I have seen firsthand on how delays in response can impact lives. It's critical for emergency response units to be able to coordinate effectively when minutes matter in a situation that can mean life or death. This consolidation and move to the ROC also brings state-of-the-art technology to assist public safety response. Thank you to Lake County Emergency Telephone System Board, who thus far has committed over $8 million to assist with the ROC and LakeCom infrastructure costs and countywide public safety efficiencies, such as the computer-aided dispatch, finally known as CAD, records management, and law enforcement reporting. Not only will the ROC have cutting-edge public safety software to provide increased speed and efficiency for processing emergency calls, but it'll also house Lake County Emergency Management Agency, Emergency Operations Center, and allowing greater collaboration and coordination across multiple agencies during disasters. I'm proud to have assisted in making these countywide safety changes happen. Thank you again to the many agencies and organizations for coordinating and working together to improve the safety for Lake County residents. Now I'd like to take the pleasure of inviting Lake County Administrator Patrice Sutton to have a few words. Thank you.
Good afternoon. As Lake County Administrator, I'm proud to join you today in celebrating a truly meaningful and exciting milestone for our county. After more than a decade of thoughtful planning, diligent research, cross-agency collaboration, and shared vision, we mark the successful completion of the new regional operations and communications facility. It's remarkable to think that it was just under 2 years ago, July of 2023, when we stood here to break ground on this transformative project. This achievement reflects the dedication, leadership, and perseverance of countless individuals. I want to take a moment to recognize the county departments whose contributions brought this facility to life. Facilities and Construction Services, under the direction of Carl Carrar. Finance and Purchasing, Enterprise Information Technology, the State's Attorney's Office, and Communications. A special thanks goes to our project manager, John Joy. John's leadership from inception all the way to today, our ribbon cutting, kept this project on time, on budget, and on course. I also want to recognize Jim Hawkins, who's hiding in the back behind the tent. Jim's early coordination laid the groundwork that made this facility necessary. This building is both structurally impressive and mission-focused. With meticulous attention to detail, John Joy and our partners have ensured that it meets the needs of the dedicated professionals who will work here every day. The fruition of this project is a testament to every contributor, beginning with the Lake County Board, whose collaborative approach was rooted in sound planning and long-term investment. The board quickly recognized that this initiative aligned with multiple pillars within Lake County's strategic plan, and chose to allocate a significant portion of its ARPA funding, nearly 1/3 of the project's total cost, to help bring it to life. The bulk of the remainder was funded through general obligation bonds, which distributes the building's costs over its useful life. Importantly, all of Lake County's bonds are supported through sales tax revenues, not property taxes, ensuring that this facility was built without increasing residents' tax bills. Designed to operate through severe weather and power outages, the ROC will enable teams to remain safely on site, delivering uninterrupted emergency services when they're needed most. It will also serve as a joint operations center with ComEd during major outages, supporting faster restoration and stronger coordination in times of crisis. By bringing our emergency operations teams under one roof in a purpose-built, resilient facility, we've enhanced our readiness to protect, respond, and recover throughout the entire county. Today is about more than a building, though. It's the fulfillment of a commitment to invest wisely in the safety and well-being of our residents. Let us take this moment to recognize the visionaries, leaders, and all of our partners here today who have successfully brought to life this very bold vision. And now I'm honored to invite LakeCom Executive Director Jason Kern to share a few words.
Good afternoon, all. My name is Jason Kern. I'm the Executive Director of Lake Consolidated Emergency Communications, also known as LakeCom. And on behalf of Chair Kevin Timoney and our member board of directors, I want to thank you all for being here today. It's a pretty monumental event. This is just another major milestone that brings us that much closer to turning up LakeCom to answer live 911 calls from this facility later this summer. For more than a decade, so many different entities and practitioners have worked collaboratively to bring forward a vision of consolidating 911 and dispatch services to better serve our residents, our visitors, and our fellow first responders. I want to thank you to a few individuals here, to Wold Architects and Engineers, Path Constructions, all our trades and all the vendors that have been working tirelessly over the last few years, and Lake County, for taking concepts and making this a reality. This state-of-the-art, purpose-built emergency communications center is going to allow our public safety telecommunicators to have some cutting-edge technology and to promote their personal well-being. From text to 911 to enhanced location software, an upgraded radio system, artificial intelligence that's going to assist us with training, quality assurance, and quality improvement, a wellness center, and quiet rooms so that we can decompress after those difficult calls. We are going to make sure that we provide the tools for our staff to be successful here at LakeCom. As a resident of Lake County and a 32-year veteran of the public safety and the 911 communications world, it's a privilege to have been brought into this organization and to help bring this endeavor over the finish line. I look forward to working alongside so many talented individuals, both in our member agencies and with my teammates at LakeCom, and I'm confident that they're going to provide an excellent, vital service. So again, thank you very much for being here. Enjoy the opportunity to take a walk through this magnificent facility today.
Ivan, I'm putting you on the spot. Is Congressman Schneider close? Okay, yeah, I will. So I'll do, and maybe we can take some questions before that if anybody has any. But I'll get it started. I don't want to talk super slow, but thank you so much, everybody, for being here today to celebrate with us. I also want to take this opportunity to thank our first responders and our 911 partners, the Lake County Emergency Management Agency, the Joint Emergency Telephone System Board, LakeCom and their participating members and agencies, as well as all of our local, state, and federal intergovernmental partners who made today possible. You had the vision of what could be because you saw the inefficiencies firsthand and were willing to do the work to bring this to reality. I want to thank my colleagues on the Lake County Board and our staff in Lake County government who listened thoughtfully, examined the issues carefully, and stepped up to shape a clear and forward-looking vision for our county. The ROC is a statement of our commitment to build a safer, stronger, and more resilient county. The ROC will keep our communities safer. It shows our commitment to a sustainable environment, and exemplifies our goal to provide superior county operations and services. And it stands as a powerful example of the strength of collaboration when we can unite resources, expertise, and vision to achieve a common goal. So we are going to have a ribbon cutting, but I'm hoping that Congressman Schneider will be running up here any moment. But does anybody have any questions? Not necessarily for me, really. Maybe for Jason or anybody, or Kevin. Thank you. Oh, you're so nice. Thanks.
My question was a reference of 85,000 calls per year. Is that in the county of Lake, or is that regionally somehow?
I believe that would be within the county of Lake, within those partners, right? Yeah. Thank you.
The service people who will be handling the traffic for those calls, would they be effectively engaged with every single community, or only where the county is involved, meaning like the sheriff or other agencies, maybe fire districts, that type of thing?
Thank you. So that would be, so that would be for those agencies that are involved in LakeCom. So those calls that would come in, is that what you're saying? And then any agency that's not involved in LakeCom, that would be a call transfer if we happen to take it and need to go elsewhere. Looks like you have a follow-up question.
No, I'm just going to give my time to someone else.
Okay. Well, you're the only one with your hand up, so I don't know. Oh, okay, perfect. Thanks, Paul.
Jason, could you maybe preview for us what are we going to see inside the facility?
Absolutely. We're going to lengthen this one out. You're going to see a fantastic facility, and again, this wasn't created just on paper. There was days and hours of many of the practitioners and the users that came together with their ideas, and that's how it was created. So it's really created from the user up. But what you're going to see on the dispatch side, the 911 side, is you're going to see 31 911 dispatch positions on the floor with 3 supervisory positions kind of elevated slightly to keep an eye on the operation. All 31 positions are identical. You can dispatch any town, whether it be police or fire, or answer a 911 call from any of the positions. They're fully redundant. Outside of that, so you'll see they're ergonomically set up with the separate heat, separate air conditioning, separate light, or separate fans, I should say, separate light at each position. We're dispatchers, we're a very unique breed, and from the lighting to the heat to the coolness, we can never seem to get it right, so this really allows everybody to have their own comfort factor for an 8 to 12 hour shift, which could be quite long. You will also see in our roll call in our training room, which is purpose-built as a storm shelter. Not only is it a storm shelter, but there are 6 backup positions there. If we did have to evacuate into the storm shelter, we can continue police and fire operations still from within Lakecom. So those are a couple of the items you'll see. A couple wellness rooms or quiet rooms, if you will. You're going to see a workout facility, a nice break area, and just some teaming areas and some comfortable places to go sit. And I think the most important thing for those that have been in public safety for so long is you're going to see windows. And that is something that you just don't see very often in 911 centers. Carol.
Thanks, Paul. And look who just flew in. So, hey, I'm going to repeat what I had said earlier just so you can hear it. We also want to thank Congressman Brad Schneider, who quickly understood how critical it was to have one space, one state-of-the-art facility here in Lake County to provide emergency response services for our residents, and he obtained federal funding to make that happen. And now it is my honor to introduce Congressman Brad Schneider.
All right. Hello. Sorry I'm late. Friday traffic. At least the weather's not bad. I feel like I've been chasing the heat literally all over the world. It's good to be here. I am proud to be here. I'm proud of what this reflects for Lake County. It is quite an accomplishment. They just handed me my speech in 10-point type. Those who are laughing, thank you. Those who aren't, you'll understand in a few years. Anyway, this is really exciting, and it's been a long time coming. A lot of hard work, a lot of people coming together, making a difference. I remember when we were here breaking ground 2 years ago, and today we're here cutting a ribbon. If groundbreaking is the beginning of a building, cutting the ribbon is the beginning of the future, and that's really exciting. It's good to be joined by so many people who brought this facility to life. I wish I'd heard what others had said, so I can't riff on it, but it's more than just a state-of-the-art building. It represents Lake County's dedication to collaboration, readiness, and public safety. I'm going to go off script for a little bit, because when I'm in Washington talking with my colleagues and talking about the community I represent, I do it with great pride, because I can point to things where we work together and make a difference. And at a time when there's so much division and divisiveness, this is a reflection of what we can accomplish when we join together. And it's not just the people who come together, it's all levels. It's the city, state, local, county. I'm glad that the federal government could play a role. Over the last several years, we've been able to advocate for projects in our community through something called community project funding. It's a process that allows members of Congress to, each of us who know our district better than we should know it, better than anyone else in Washington, whether it's in Congress or in the bureaucracy, we can argue and advocate for what's truly important, and that's what we're able to do. we were able to bring $1 million to this project, along with the $9.9 million in American Rescue Plan funds, to keep our communities safe. It's a local priority. I chair something called the New Democrat Coalition. It's a privilege I am very honored to have for this Congress, 119th Congress. And we put out our platform, and what do we stand for? What do we believe in? And I wanted to get it very focused, and it's lowering costs and giving people a chance to not just make ends meet, but to get ahead. Pillar 1. Pillar 2, though, is healthy and safe communities, because that's what we all care about. That's what we need. That's what we're all working together. I'm looking at all the faces in the crowd who are working in various aspects of our community, various government entities. And every one of us shared that commitment, that dedication to get things done. I want to thank a few people. I want to thank Jason Kern, the Lake County Executive Director, or LakeCom Executive Director, Lake County Chair Sandy Hart for her work, County Administrator Patrice Sutton, Kevin Hunter, the Lake County Board Member and Chair of the Joint Emergency Telephone System Board, JETSB, or I think that's probably how you'd say that, Dan Eder, the Program Manager for the Lake County Emergency Management Agency. This is really special. As we enter the next generation of emergency response, to bring that response, time is everything, and so to bring that response faster, more efficient, better coordination, literally, it's going to save lives. It's going to make a difference for everyone in this community. We have 30 public safety agencies in Lake County now under a single roof. We are standardizing training, with dedicated leadership, centralized operations. That's going to provide our county residents faster service, fewer call transfers, increased efficiency. It's how a modern facility built on a vision to serve our community better is built. So this is a case of taxpayers really receiving value for their tax dollars. And the synergy, I can use all the business buzzwords, but the synergy of bringing people together that will make a difference. This is what good government looks like. It's how we get things done, and we should all be very proud. I am proud to be here. I'm proud that you waited for me so I could say that, and I am just so excited to be a part of this. I wish it was, rather than recessed from the street, right on the front of the street, so that every day people driving down Winchester could see what we can accomplish when we work together. We will see it, we will celebrate it, and let's look for more ideas like this where people coming together can make a difference for our community, make us stronger, make us safer, make us better. Thanks very much.
Okay, now we can all go to the front of the building for the ribbon cutting, and I hope you'll join us over there and then take a tour, because it is really something to see. Thank you.